the name of this church, the name of this city that the church is found in is Smyrna, okay? Smyrna literally means myrrh, okay? It means myrrh. Myrrh, if you can remember, was one of the 3 gifts given by the wise men to Jesus upon his birth. Myrrh is a substance that's literally extracted from a thorny tree. It's crushed, and when it's crushed, there's this perfume smell, this aromatic fragrance that is produced. And it's used traditionally for purposes to make a dead body not smell as dead, right? Not smell as bad, which, just stepping back a little bit, like, it's kind of a weird gift for wise men to give a baby, And so there's a sense like, well, maybe they knew something was going to happen. Maybe they knew what this king actually represented. So in Matthew 2, when the wise men came, they brought Smyrna. That's what they brought to Jesus. They brought this aromatic substance that had been crushed from a thorny tree to bring about a sweet fragrance. In Mark chapter 15, Christ on the cross is offered wine mixed with myrrh, or Smyrna. In John chapter 19, when Christ was buried, his body was covered with Smyrna. It was covered with myrrh. It's what is used to treat the dead. And it perfectly shows the suffering character of this church. In order for that thorny tree to yield its fragrance, it had to be crushed. And so you see this church being crushed by persecution. You see it being crushed by slander. You see it being crushed by its poverty. But when it's crushed, at least to Christ, it's yielding a sweet aroma. God has permitted this church. And guess what? For some of us here today, God is permitting your crushing in your life right now that you're feeling. Your frustration, your misunderstanding, your disconnect between what your expectations were and what reality is, He is permitting that to happen so that your life might yield a sweet aroma, so that you might be a fragrance to those around you that point people to Jesus.